ULUINAKAU, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
In this bulletin, RABUKA resigns from Parliament. SODELPA members in shock. And Westpac Pacific sold to PNG Company.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Atera Lendua.
Opposition leader Sitibeni RABUKA has resigned as a member of Parliament. Speaking in Parliament this morning, RABUKA announced that he will no longer be a member of the House. RABUKA has called on Prime Minister Warange Bainimarama to work with the new leader of opposition and the members of the opposition and take them forward. He also highlighted that he will no longer be a barrier to the two sides of the House working together.
I will no longer be an obstacle to the bipartisan approach to be taken by the leaders of Fiji to create harmony and progress and unity in the Fiji, in this nation of Fiji. And I, with respect, Mr. Speaker, sir, tender my resignation from Parliament. Thank you, sir.
The resignation of opposition leader Sitibeni RABUKA from Parliament this morning has shocked members of the Social Democratic Liberal Party. Speaking outside Parliament, RABUKA says he remains an honourable member of SODELPA. RABUKA is hoping that the government will take his decision to resign as an olive branch for partnership across the floor. When asked if he will form a new party, RABUKA was not hesitant with his response.
That will have to be decided. I'll have to hear from the party what's going on. I cannot form a new party now. I'm still a member of the party. I'll resign from Parliament.
The resignation of Sitibeni RABUKA has aroused mixed reactions this morning among opposition MPs.
So we're still trying to process this. No doubt by the end of the day we'll know where we stand.
You know, he's leaving us with a clear conscience and a clean heart.
As a member of Parliament, less than the Honourable.
If he's going to fall by the decision of the leader, former leader of opposition, and I thank him for his service for the last 2 years and continue to support him in any decision that he makes.
The three NFP members supported Mr. RABUKA to be the leader of the opposition, and since then, we have worked with him.
Westpac Banking Corporation has sold its Pacific arm, including Fiji, to Kina Securities, based in Papua New Guinea, for a reported $646.4 million Fijian dollars. According to the Financial Review, Kina has beaten French bank Bread Banque Populaire in the race for Westpac's Pacific arm, and a deal was expected to be announced soon. The acquisition would almost triple Kina's presence in the region. The company already owns PNG's second largest retail bank, with 21 bank branches in PNG and customer loans worth 831 million Fijian dollars on its balance sheet as of June 30th. FBC News has sent questions to Westpac Fiji. Prime Minister Warange Bainimarama has assured Fiji that the 2 cases of COVID-19 isolated in Navua are no risk to the community. The 2 non-Fijian citizens were taken into isolation from a shipping vessel, the MV Island Chef. Speaking in Parliament this morning, Bainimarama stressed that strict protocols were followed. Authorities have assured that there is no risk to community transmission. As a precaution, the Lotoka and CWM hospitals have gone on reduced operations.
The indicators all point to a low-risk situation. Our infection protocols were well enforced, and none of the crew on board ever disembarked. But because we would always be rather be safe than sorry, we'll be taking some additional precautions.
The two sailors remain in isolation at the Navo hospital while officials continue tests. Every community and every Fijian needs to be COVID-19 ready. Permanent Secretary for Health, Dr. James Fong, says we have improved our own processes as we continue to battle against the disease, and this is crucial for our own safety. Dr. Fong says we have been doing this since we recorded our first case, and this enables us to contain the virus.
As we did in March and April, every Fijian must take ownership of our national effort to contain the virus. Until such a time when the vaccine is widely available, we cannot become complacent. In this instance, we have once again relied on contact tracing as our most effective tool to reduce any risk of spread among the community. The Care Fiji application, when widely adopted, makes this process more efficient and more reliable. Downloading the application isn't difficult, and it makes the potentially life-saving work of our contact tracers much easier.
The Fiji Roads Authority is working on rebuilding the WAINAWAQA bridge in Naitasiri and its roads. The bridge has been out of operation for months now, and no cars or buses are allowed to cross it due to its deteriorating condition. Minister responsible, Choni Osumate, says the cost of fixing the bridge is over $300,000 and work should be complete by the end of this month.
We're trying to stabilize the bridge itself and the approach leading to the bridge, because at the moment people have had to walk across. So that work will take place, but as discussed with the Ministry of Waterways, the really long-term, medium-term solution is the diversion of the river. Because if we do not divert that river, then the bridge continues to be at risk.
Up ahead, 3 in a row for Suva FUTSAL. And spots still left for ULUINAKAU Sevens.
Oira na ngone no de nunu ena besinga ni mataka.
Mersusunga da kena loma dina kena mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina no rabang sangai ka wala loma taki na ngone. Dala bina oya wo meliki.
Bulre oya wo Samuel Samuli.
Nama ki rau ena be mataka.
Oni ti kena RABUKA.
Ni wai tiri kalima na miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena Radio Fiji One nandomo ibiti.
Indaw kina na mataka dan ramai na singabo.
The HLB Manjad Suva side has successfully defended the Vodafone FUTSAL Inter-District Championship title. The side defeated Pacifica 10's Taxis and Tours Lami 3-1 in the final at the FMF Gymnasium in Suva. The Whites have made it 3 in a row since winning the title in 2018. Akitesh Kumar scored the side's first goal, with Dipal Singh bagging the second.
My players, they really put it out there. Every last bit of strength they had, they just gave it all. So we made a lot of sacrifices coming to this tournament, and it has paid off, and that's the best part about it.
23 men's teams have confirmed their participation in the 11th Combat ULUINAKAU Sevens tournament. Tournament organizers are anticipating a total of 32 teams, but so far only 23 have registered for the main cup competition. Tournament director Malakaya Maibaba hopes more teams will register for the tournament before it kicks off on Friday.
23 men's team in the main competition. We're still awaiting a few more teams to make up the number of 32 teams. I believe by early next week we will be able to release the pools and the number of teams.
Semesa NAISERUVATI and Barbie PRASAD are the new winners of the Masters Pairs competition held at the Suva Bowling Club yesterday. The duo were in top form, defeating defending champions Martin Fong and David Aitchison 17-7 in the final. The two, who belong to different clubs, had to come together to compete in the two-day competition. Despite the rain, Prasad says they were happy to get the win.
It's not an easy tournament, a lot of good teams, they picked the pairs, and yeah, we had a very good competition, and we came all the hurdles, and then we came victors.
Reigning Mr. Fiji champion Jordan Pillay is ready to defend his title in the Mr. Fiji Annual Championship on Saturday at the Civic Centre in Suva. The two-time Mr. Suva champion knows competing against some of the best bodybuilders in Fiji will not be easy. Pillay, who will be taking part in the Mr. Fiji men's physique category against 11 others.
Standard has definitely lifted up big time. From when I first started, the standard, there's more guys coming in. The bodies, I can see that are looking more conditioned. People are starting to slowly understand the sport more, which really is really good. And it's really a good platform for the sport to grow even higher. Because I'm starting to see more potential rise up, and I'd encourage more competitors to start stepping up on stage.
A trough of low pressure lies slow moving to the east of Fiji. Associated cloud and showers affect the northern and eastern parts of the country. That's FBC News Now. Join us again at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. You need news you can trust. Get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbcnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth. Good afternoon.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।